Hello and welcome to our gaming with me, Brothgar, and today I have a very exciting new game that is so new, it's pre-alpha. It is called Next Car Game, and it is probably one of the most exciting car games that will be coming to release here in the near future. But I got the opportunity to show it to you now because it just came on Steam and it's kind of blown up over here in YouTube. Alright, so right now you'll notice that we only have two cars here. We only got the American rear-wheel drive, and then we've got the European car here, which is also rear-wheel drive, but it's quite small. So there's not many cars, and I gotta admit there's not much to the game at this point because, like I said, this is pre-alpha. This is very new stuff, and if you watch my channel enough, you'll notice that a lot of my stuff is actually beta, which is kind of crazy, but whatever. That's how I roll. All right, so it comes up with a couple of these different things that we have here. We got stadiums, demolition derbies. We also got like dirt races and track races, but this game here is all about the damage of the cars. And I mean, it's not like a Burnout. Think like people who really like Contact and Grid 2, like myself, is going to love this game. So let me show you what I mean. Let's do some derby, 24 cars, stadium, and I'm just going to show you what's up. I mean, you can see here right at the loading screen, you got a real nice hint. Alright, so here we are. We are at the Derby Stadium. We got 24 cars lined up, and you know this game is off to a good start. But you got like ramps and like a half pike you can drive up and down. I mean, you know you're up for some serious derbying. So let's teach these fools how it goes. Come on, you little European cars! Oh! Oh yeah, I'm gonna ramp it. Oh, yeah, yeah. Now here we go. Look at this damage. Look at the damage you could do to these cars. I mean, this is like car damage on a level that I haven't seen in any game before. It's totally different. I guess it's all based on like soft body physics and stuff like that. A lot of like gaming terminology stuff that I really don't necessarily understand, but you definitely get it once you like smash into stuff, and then you look back and it's like, yeah. This car should not be driving right now, but it's awesome. Look at the level of destruction you can apply to these cars. I'm gonna drive in reverse now. I mean, obviously you can tell my car it's taking a lot of damage, but we're not impacting the performance too much, even though my engine, well, my engine would apparently be in my lap. Like I said, it is just absolutely ridiculous the amount of damage you could do. And I mean, that's what this game's all about. It's all about like just crashing, smashing stuff up. However, the racing is actually pretty good. I'm going to show you that here in a little bit, but let's finish off this derby, shall we? Let's get some big old hits. Come on now. So, I'm turning my compact into a super compact, and oh, it's just ridiculous. Alright, I'm gonna switch up the camera. This isn't, I would feel like this might hamper your ability to drive around the track and actually hit people, because, well, let's face it, you can't see anything. But could you imagine having like the Oculus Rift in the car with you? That would be so cool. That would be so cool. This guy here looks a little bit too clean. He's resorted to driving backwards, and I've resorted to not doing very well. You can see my corner, the damage I have down here. Again, this is like all new alpha stuff, so I don't know if it's going to be like this when the game actually comes out. I've heard rumors of spring 2014. I don't really know. For a pre-alpha, you'll see that this game is actually like, it's pretty well put together. I mean, I've been in a lot of betas throughout my days, and I've seen the games that just are completely broken. But what they've given us here, which you can actually you can support the game and the development, because apparently, I don't really know, I guess they just don't really have money or something like that. They just kind of need some money for development, so they released it on Steam, and what they've given us is actually really fun. But it's like 25 bucks or something like that, which is really good, because you get the full game with that, apparently. We'll see. I don't know, they may be sneaking in some DLC or something like that. You know how it goes. But it's a battle of the compacts. Look at that little smart cars. I got, see, every wheel I had was just, you know, my car should have been dead already, but it's definitely dead now. So let's go to a race, shall we? All right, so I'm actually going to drive the European car this time. I am using my controller, even though it, obviously isn't really quite set up. It's more set up for the mouse right now. So we're going to go to race, and I'm going to do the Tarmac race right now. The, well, it's apparently called, yeah, there we go. Tarmac, 24 cars, and anti-spin. We're going to turn all this stuff off. You don't really, oops. I'm going to turn it off. There we go. Let's do it. All right, so here we are on one of the demo tracks they have given us here. Get a nice little view of the circuit, and I've got like this little, I don't know exactly what it is, maybe an escort thing. Oh, the game's already started. That's all right, I'll make up for it. Car's flipping already. Now, if you've seen my channel and you've kind of watched some of my other stuff, I did a lot with Grid 2 back in the day, which isn't really all that long ago, but yeah, like, you don't get this in Grid 2, the in-car view. But obviously they're going to include it this time, even if it isn't really like a working model right now. But I like games where there's contact, and there's been a real deep urge between many of us, many of my friends I play with, of just wanting pure contact racing. And this is what we got. I mean, in Grid 2, when you play multiplayer, contact was kind of like, you really didn't want to do it because you'd always end up getting last place, and there's always some guy out there that was just ready to wreck your day. I'm gonna restart this. So I restarted. But here in next car game, I tell you what, this is like the contact is what it's all about. It's amazing. And I mean, just look at it. You get debris all over the place. People getting tangled up in concrete pillars. People sliding all over the place. I mean, you kind of just gotta find somebody and chuck them into a wall. And then you watch the car explode into bits. And that is just, it's fun. And I mean, even the car control here, it's not like, I mean, it's definitely arcadey, but like I said, it's pre-alpha. We really can't judge it too much right now, but it has elements of just like actually being a fairly, the cars have good feel. It's not like this arcade game. It's kind of like you'd have with Burnout. I mean, Burnout's just kind of ridiculous, but you can crash and smash stuff up. But look at this, look at this. Well, okay, if that doesn't explain what next car game is all about, I don't know what else does. We created a bit of a pile up here. Nobody's driving away from this mess. Maybe I am. Nope, I'm definitely stuck. Alright, well, let's move on over to the dirt track and kind of see what we got going on there. Alright, so this time I'm actually going to roll back to the American car here. And then we're going to see, let's see here, if I can change parts. Installed, so you can modify some stuff. Ooh, 500 horsepower. Why not? I mean, that's like free 200 horsepower. I like that. I'm gonna go with tires. Uh-oh. What do I want? Gravel tires. That's what I want. So you get a little, I mean, that gives you a hint. There's another little hint of what this game's gonna be like when it comes out. You're going to be able to modify and customize your car a little bit. I mean, they got some little upgrades there. 500 horsepower. Why not? Let's do it. Let's go to the race. Let's see what gravel's all about. All right, well, here we are on the gravel track. Now, I'll have you guys know that this track can be a little bit laggy if you don't really have a super high-end graphics card. If you happen to actually have gone out and bought kind of like the supporter pack for the game and kind of got into the same thing that I'm playing right now. But check it out. Oh, so satisfying. So satisfying. I lost my place. This game, I'll have you know it. I mean, it's literally just kind of a demo right now, and it's not even a demo of the finished game, but it is so addictive. I mean, I'm giving you words because I can, but you could watch this game, just the gameplay of it, and I guarantee you, if you're into car games, if you're looking at this going, I want to race that. This game is going to be awesome. I cannot wait for it to be finished. I cannot wait to get into when they release the alpha. I mean, the version we have here is like version 0.2. It's early on. That numbers really have anything to do with it. But, there's so much potential here. This reminds me of many of the grids, many of the dirts, because that's mostly what I play. I play like Dirt 1, 2, and 3, and then the grid and original. And it kind of reminds me of the buggy kind of dirt tracks that you would get in, well, I think it would be a dirt, actually. And those were a lot of fun with all the damage and everything you can get there. It was just awesome. I always loved kind of figuring out how I could flip people and damage their cars, go in reverse. You know what? Let's do that right now. Why? Because I'm in 18th place and I'm not going to win. Let's do this proper. I remember all the days when I was playing like the old NASCAR games. Really old, like 2002, 2000. Just extremely old NASCAR games back when they were just coming out. I would always drive in reverse and just see how much I could damage cars. So, in front of victim. Oh! Yes! Yes! I have an issue, but there's not enough to deter me. My car is sliding all over the place. Maybe that 500 horsepower is having a little bit of issue keeping some traction. I don't know. I don't think you can have too much power. I can't wait to play this game. Multiplayer, get good, and all those guys in here and just go crazy with it. Just like we did in Dirt. Just like we did in Grid. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I cannot wait for it. So, here's my thoughts. Now you guys probably want to know. Alright, I'm interested in this. Do I want to actually buy this game right now? The kind of the demo pack. Because I mean there's this and then there's the tech demo, which I'll show you in another video, because this one's all about what is this game all about. And I wouldn't necessarily say it's all about the tech demo, but who knows? Maybe it is. Maybe they have like cool mini games. However, do I actually want to buy this? Well, I'll have you know that really what you've seen here is about all you get as far as races go. And while it's really fun and addictive, it's definitely not the full game. So, I mean, it's kind of a disclaimer that goes out there that says, you know, this game is definitely alpha, and graphically it may not be optimized enough for your computer to handle it without turning off a bunch of stuff. Like I got a bunch of particles and whatnot, and I mean, it's looking really good, but while recording, I'm getting 30 frames per second. I sometimes drop to maybe 24 and whatnot, but ultimately it's actually running really smooth, and I'm having a lot of fun with it, and last night I felt super addicted to it. So, for the $25 I put into the game, I am not missing it, and since I know that I'm going to get the full release of the game, and potentially many of the betas and etc. that's going to be coming up, it was a no-brainer for me to get it, and I would definitely support anybody who just like says, you know what, I want the full game, why not buy it early and get the discount? I mean, it totally makes sense. I would do it. I did it. So I guess that's where I'm at. You know, I don't miss my $25. I'm having all kinds of fun with it. So I say, why not? I mean, go for it. If you think you're gonna want this game when it comes out, why not support the developers and give them your money early on? Hey man, I'd say it's a bit. I'm gonna say it's a bit kind of like DayZ, right? DayZ standalone, if you actually play that game a little bit, you'll notice that it's very shell. It's kind of like a demonstration of the game. There's not a lot there. You can get in there, you can do what you need to do to have fun, but there's still a lot missing, and the game's definitely still in development. So you may spoil your experience in DayZ if you kind of jump into the game too early. Yeah, I suppose the same could happen with this game, but the point is it's still so much fun. And for 25 bucks, I'm having fun with it. There's just so much value to be had in this game. So there you go. That's my recommendation. And that is what the next car game is all about. Racing, crashing, smashing, and having a whole lot of fun. So there you have it. I'm Brothgar. Definitely keep your eye on me as far as seeing more and more about this game as it develops, and many of the other videos I'm going to be uploading. If you want to see more of that, you can probably just check out my channel. This is probably going to be my first video that I'm going to do on it, but many more to come. So there you have it, guys. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button on the way out. Share it with your friends. All that stuff helps me out as a content creator. And if you haven't joined the community already and want to subscribe to me, thank you very much. Enjoy your stay. Subscribe button's right down there. Have a great day, guys. Stay awesome. Peace. Brothgar out.
Traveling through light and sound, we are moving off ground. Love is all around.